My name is Tanisha Davenport, and I've been involved with the Baltimore Orioles RBI program since 2010.
Coach T has a passion about her that is unmatched by anybody in softball or baseball.
I think she's just a fireball. She's a fireball. She wants everyone to succeed. She wants those young ladies to succeed.
So I didn't play baseball or softball until high school. The difference with me was I was an athlete. So I played basketball and I played volleyball. So playing softball kind of came natural. But when I started playing, I didn't realize that I would love it as much, and I kind of left all the other sports alone and became like a softball guru. I think that because I started playing it so late is I think why I had such a love for it, and my passion is to get girls in it younger.
I have almost a full team. I only added 3 new kids to my team.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So all my kids moved up.
Invite an additional
Good job.
parent.
I have kids here that I've been coaching since 4-6.
That's the best thing, right?
Yes.
So, retention. So when I started, I was coaching a boys baseball team. Coaching those boys baseball team, there was several girls playing on those boys baseball teams at 13 and even at 16 years old. And I was, always wondering, like, why isn't these girls playing softball? And I just kept saying, well, there's no RBI softball, there's no RBI softball.
She started with baseball and she had a 10-12 team, and she just kept on going with that. And then she had, I think, one of the most genius ideas in asking, could she bring softball to the RBI?
Coach T is important to Baltimore RBI because she was instrumental in starting the softball program.
She pushed and pushed. She was working with the young boys with baseball, and she saw the need with all of these young ladies coming out to try out. And she was the integral reason why we have softball now in RBI baseball.
We still had a lot of girls playing. So you got 12-year-old girls now playing baseball, and now 13, they trying to play on a 90 diamond, and it was a disservice. And then I asked the people, and I talked to some Orioles, affiliations, and I asked them about softball. Like, can we figure out a way to start softball?
She actually should get more kudos for the thing that she has done, because now she has opened girls softball to a lot of people, and there's people who took the baton and ran with it. But without her, with that initiative and that fight to get that, it would have just still been baseball and RBI.
What's the name of the game, ladies? Energy. What's energy? What's the name of the game? We cheering. Energy. Backstory is I'm a mother of 4. I have 4 girls. So I had 2 sets of twin girls. And raising daughters and trying to find the opportunities for them is when I saw that the opportunities wasn't there.
I think it was very hard. I mean, she put a lot of time and effort in her personal time, because this wasn't anything that was being looked at by MLB or by the Orioles at that time. So, she really, with emails and, talking to the right people, spending her time, not only just on the field, but off the field.
And, I was given a challenge to create a softball league on my own, run the softball league independently for a few years. And if I could do that, then I can create a proposal and, have a meeting with the Orioles and pitch the proposal to them.
I think that anytime that there's a new program trying to get off the ground, there's always a little bit of apprehension. So, just making sure that if we rolled out softball, or if she rolled out softball, that is something that we would be able to maintain, and it wouldn't just be something that was around for a season or 2.
So the biggest struggle was finding funding. When I first created the program, it was called BATS. So BATS was B-A-T-S, Baltimore Area Travel Softball. I ran the program with a couple other coaches for 3 years. And our biggest struggle at the time was funding, because we were independent. We had to pay for umpires, we had to pay for field permits, we had to do all of that. And we had to do all of that in order to show the Baltimore Orioles that we had kids that were interested in playing.
When she brung that idea, and then knocked everybody off of their feet. And they was willing to allow her, and she set it up, and they ran with it. And everybody who was a part of it, they ran with that program, and it ended up being what you see it to be now.
All right,
right, so listen, when you lay down a bunt, I want the bunt come down third. This third baseman said, no, we back here, she ain't moving at all. Send it down third. This time, don't go until the ball is thrown to first. Okay? All right, got it? Got it? All right, let's go.
Girl, don't do that. I did not see her. Don't do it.
At the beginning, it was rough, of course. You know, our young ladies were learning a sport that they really didn't play in Baltimore a lot. A lot of our city schools don't have softball programs. They're just starting to build them up now. So, you know, you can imagine back then when we started softball, it was very hard to get players that knew the game.
The kids in the program, their growth, their success. I've had kids get scholarships to college. I've watched kids come back and coach. So it's the kids, the parents, yeah, the community, all that.
You know, and I look at now with Coach T's program at Gardenville, her young ladies are always competitive, if not first, they're second.
Her players are super engaged, her alumni come back. The Gardenville community, they know about softball. Like, you see the neighbors, they come out and they're watching the games. If she was not such an instrumental coach, you know, she would not have been able to grow her program. And then, you know, and by default, the rest of RBI softball.
All of that was a success. The growth of RBI is now 14U softball, 18U softball, 12U baseball, 13, 15 baseball, and 16, 18 baseball.
She's a very boisterous, passionate person, and she shows the kids that you can be yourself, still be respectful, still be, you know, true to everything that you do. And you see that when you see the young ladies play the game. They play the game the right way, they play hard, they're passionate. That passion that she shows comes out in the young ladies that she coaches.
But as people, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, softball is just a small part of their life, and I explain it to them, right? But the things that you learn playing it, you can take on forever.